Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Go Pikachu. Though you might be forgiven for the rudely interrupting Eevee that decided to barge in last time's outro. But last time, we defeated Team Rocket for the final time, toppling both Archer's attempt at reconstructing it, at least for now, before departing for the Johto region, and then defeating Jesse and James here on Route 17. We also did a little bit of exploring of the world now that we have become the champion. There really isn't all that much for us to go and do. Also, why did I fly here to Fuchsia City? There's nothing here for us. I would like to go and mention two very important things. One, we can now face that Megahorn coach trainer who will give you TM Megahorn. Do I think it is worthwhile to go for this? Probably not. Megahorn is not going to be useful on any member of my team whatsoever, but it may be useful on your team. So, we will be going and dealing with him, at least mentioning him in passing. The other is, we can now go and rematch the gym leaders. Well, all but one of the gym leaders. They are going to be level 56, with their ace being 57. All but one of them, that is. There is going to be one that is significantly higher leveled. We'll be dealing with that one later. So, this is sort of the part where things get awkward. Do we go and face all the rematch trainers, which will probably be itself a block of maybe 3-4 episodes, depending on how things go, or do we start doing some other things? This is a bit of a conundrum, and I think the way I've decided to go do it is we will do one gym leader battle. I will add in a coach trainer battle. Well, not a coach trainer battle, the master trainer battle. Then keep ping-ponging off of that. I think that's what we might do, because I do want to show the coach trainer battle, the master trainer battles for every member of our party. The only real difficulty with that is the master trainers would all need to be done significantly later. The Master Trainers are around level 70, well, 65 to 75, depending on the Pokemon. And, as mentioned before, they do require a very significant amount of candy investment and grinding, as well as just being very high level normally. So, you'd basically be seeing the Pokemon right now and the Pokemon at the end of the series simultaneously, and I don't really think that would work well. But, we'll deal with that in post, and I'll have potentially something figured out more conclusively by the time this gets edited together. So, before we go do that, we'll go face Brock. Go back where everything started with the man himself, Brock. Oh, you can't actually step up on the thing. They also only have 5 Pokemon. It is worth noting, so this is, think of it as a bit like the Elite Four fights. Yeah, there's one member of this team who is definitely not going to be pulling their weight. Alright, let's face down Brock. You sure look different when we first met. I have a request for you. Since you're now the Pokemon League champion, the truth is, gym leaders have the right to challenge the champion. Please allow me the privilege of facing you in battle once again. Allow me to show you the true rock-hard strength of my Pokemon. This is one of my favorite little details about this game, as it confirms that gym leaders actually have multiple sets of Pokemon they use relative to the strength level of the challenger to them. So this is basically Brock's actual team. He leads off with a level 56 Onix, Iron Tail, Rock Slide, Earthquake, and Stealth Rock. Yeah. I actually like that he has Stealth Rock on his team when he is a Rock-type trainer. Especially for, well, Onix being a notably faster one among the Rock types. Actually, aside from Aerodactyl, it is the fastest Rock type in the game, I believe. And I do like that. But it isn't fast enough to shine. I didn't even see what was going to be next. I think I know just which one it's going to be off the top of my head. But in the event I'm wrong, I'm going to go with my safe option of Melmetal, as Melmetal matches up very well against almost every single member of his team. I think it's gonna be big. I think that's what I beat. Bing, Sparky Buckle. Omastar. Okay, I was wrong. Omastar, level 56 as well. Blizzard, Hydro Pump, Reflect, Seismic Toss. Yeah, a bit of a weird one for its moveset. Yeah, I probably should have looked at the thing before doing that, because Reflect is kind of annoying. But since it does actually have quite a good defensive stat, well, good relatively speaking for things in the game, it can actually chunk hits quite well. But I'm also just finding it funny that, yeah, I really shouldn't have gotten rid of that Brick Break. That actually would have been quite helpful here. This is gonna be a close one. This is gonna be close. Miss. Yes! Super power! Okay, yeah, it didn't take it down. Unfortunately, but now it's in range for a KO regardless, unless he goes for something healing related. Hydro Pump, good. The Hydro Pump avoid. Melmetal, give it that vicious right hook. We debuff our stats, but we're fine. With that, Omastar goes down. Giving a good amount of boosted experience. This is actually a quite decent way of getting levels as well as getting money. As you can see, we are gaining a decent amount of experience. This also is quite adequately leveled where we are. Aerodactyl. It is a little so that he actually does have a Stealth Rock set lead when nothing that Stealth Rock is good against would be used against his team. I mean, aside from like Parasect, I guess, because it's grass and bug, but flying, fire, I guess ice types would be good against him because they do have weak to ice. Many of them have weak to ice. Let's see if we can actually take on his Aerodactyl, because we couldn't take on Lances. Crunch, Rock Slide, Earthquake, and Iron Tail. Why is every single Aerodactyl faster than mine? Why is every single Aerodactyl faster than mine and we get flinched? Aerodactyl, Radon. Why? Why do you do this to me? You are our faithful companion for so much of this game. How can you not outspeed other how can you not outrun them? Why? I mean, it's getting silly at this point. His Aerodactyl does actually have quite decent coverage, but we are still able to chunk those hits quite well. Hit it with a Thunder Punch. Wow, you took that well. I don't like that. Burn again, it's non-stab, it's non-Iron Fist, and our Melmetal chunks that like an absolute champion. And the wind up, right hook. Aerodactyl goes down. Shiny and Aerodactyl just have had a bad, well, Shiny, Aerodactyl, and Timmy have kind of had a bit of a bad run. Golem. His ace Pokemon, level 57. Yeah. Earthquake, Rock Slide, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch. Theoretically, it's a decent move pool, but that Fire Punch and Thunder Punch aren't going to do anything against grass or water types. They're really not going to do anything against either of those typings. Mostly because Golem isn't going to live long enough to be able to use it against it. The closest thing would probably be, might be able to survive a hit from a Gyarados. But even then I doubt it, because Gyarados is still a pretty good attacker and has a quad weakness with Waterfall. But yeah, not a great lineup. Kabutops is his final Pokemon. Level 56, as we've been over. X-Scissor, Aqua Jet, Rock Slide, and Brick Break. Not so sure I'm a big fan of the moveset. It's not terrible, but it's not great, I guess. I mean, Rock Slide's okay. I think it's a good move. A little more reliable than Stone Edge, but really? Aqua Jet? I'm fairly certain it does actually learn... I'm fairly certain it actually does learn Waterfall, but I don't know. It's weird. I have to think that these teams have some amount of candy investment at this point. Alright, they're finishing off Aqua Jet. Pikachu wouldn't feel sad. I love how I kind of mocked this thing's moveset, and it almost succeeded in taking down one of my Pokemon. I mean, again, mostly because of priority. There's a good reason why priority is so well loved when it comes to competitive. It's great for finishing things off. But with that, we have defeated Brock. I knew you were strong. But this... 13,000. Yeah. Doing this will pretty much allow you to get all the Mega Stones quite quickly. I feel to postpone my dream of becoming a Pokemon breeder just a little bit longer. Right now, I'm more interested in training to grow strong enough to one day face and defeat you. Please battle me every day so I can grow even stronger. You can face them once a day. I like it. Yeah, there really is nothing else in this game for beating them. You don't get any TMs, well, because we already got the TM from them. There's no extra completion goal. It's really nothing other than, you know, you can just face the gym leaders again. They have up-leveled teams, and it's a nice thing, but you really get nothing for doing it other than, as mentioned, item, money, and experience. And there actually is a better and faster way to train, and a better, faster way of getting money that is now accessible to us. We're not going to go into that way of accessibility because we technically have it accessible. However, the later parts of it we are not even close to being prepared for, which is why we are not going and getting it right now, because I would like to do the entire thing in one nice clean sweep, because it is a quite annoying place to go through. And judging by the fact that there is only a singular place in the entire game that we have not gone yet, I think you can guess where that is. I'm gonna go with the red on the lead here. I also just realized we didn't use Timmy once that entire fight. Heard you're an interesting rumor. Not only did you and that other kid defeat those Team Rocket guys, but you also met again in battle for the champion. Alright, I just can't take it anymore. You gotten so strong, I absolutely have to battle with you again. You got that? No refusing. I mean, I'm the champion, I can just say no. Then again, as Brock said, they have the right to challenge the champion. But we have Misty. Golduck is her leadoff, level 56, as we have already been over. With all the general trainers are all going to be level 56, aside from their ace. Scald, Psychic, Ice Beam, and Light Screen. Eh. I mean, Scald is good. And Light Screen, as we have seen, you know, the screens have been useful. Should go take this. Yep. Junks it. But we're going to be swapping out of this thing because that is not a fight I want to be in. We're going to go into Wild Vine. Aerodactyl, you did your job very well of setting up those rocks. Those are going to be a very useful feature for us. Golduck goes for the Scald. I do actually like Scald as a move. It's a neat move. And there's the burn. Then again, I have Giga Drain. Well, Mega Drain. It's mechanically, it's Giga Drain. It is an 80 base power draining grass type move. That is special. When Giga Drain is a 75 base power grass draining move, that is special. They just replaced it because I believe Giga Drain was added in Generation 2, so Mega Drain didn't. How the freak are you surviving so much? There has to be candy investment in these Pokemon, because there is no way they are taking the hits these well. I mean, again, I guess it could just be the stats of things are a lot lower than I assume, or higher than I assume for things. But I don't remember Golduck being any sort of defensive. I remember it just pure glass. And not even good glass. Just bad glass. This, though, I remember is annoying and tanky. Vaporeon. Hydro Pump, Quick Attack, Shadow Ball, and Blizzard. Not her ace, so 56. It's annoying to deal with, especially that Light Screen is up if you have special attacks. Considering its Gargantuan HP stat as well as its Gargantuan special defense. But its physical defense is quite not good. And that's just free for pummeling. Ha! Sucks to be you. Get punched in the face, you stupid fish. See? Okay, that was a critical hit too. But it is quite squishy when it comes to the physical side of things. Not gonna do all that much. See? See? Not that much. Now get punched. Thank you for getting electrocuted. Goodbye. What's gonna be up next? What is gonna be up next? Radon, grown levels, very nice. Her Starmie. Not her main, actually. It is Hydro Pump, Dazzling Gleam, Psychic, and Thunderbolt. Not a bad moveset. I'm more partial to Scald, considering it doesn't really have the offensive power to KO stuff with Surf, but Hydro Pump is quite powerful and can take the things down. Dazzling Gleam is quite good for coverage. Psychic is good for psychic things. And Thunderbolt, it's Starmie with Thunderbolt. It's the staple of it. Thank you, Timmy, for going first. Please paralyze this thing. Or kill it. Right, light screen is still up. It still has screens. Yeah, this is probably going to take out over half. There we go. Screens are gone. Now let's go for the throat. Now, well, then again, Starmie doesn't even have a throat. Go for the gem, I guess? I guess at this point, like, what do sea stars have a throat? Timmy, why? It's just comical at this point that Timmy keeps getting killed by things. I just don't get it. This is a reliable move that'll always hit. I was slightly worried about getting outsped because, again, we are fairly certain that there's an investment in them, considering how they're surviving and just doing so much damage. But no need to worry about that. We did that. Pikachu grew a level. Very good. Dugong. Not our main. Aqua Jet, Ice Shard, Waterfall, Iron Tail. It's Again, I could have easily sent out Timmy against this thing for an easy KO, but you know I love those mirror matches, even though actually every single mirror match has ended in disaster in this entire series. I am just realizing that. Every single mirror match has ended in disaster for me. Because there was a Dragonite mirror match which we flubbed. There was the 2 Aerodactyl mirror matches, both of which were flubbed. And now there is the Starmie mirror match, which we just flubbed. Granted, we would have won that if it wasn't for Light Screen. So I chalk that up to me just forgetting. So I take that as an honorary we would have won. Her final Pokemon is Gyarados. Outrage, Crunch, Waterfall, Iron Tail. This thing is actually slightly scary. Because it is a Gyarados. But it's a Gyarados. What is Gyarados overwhelmingly weak to? What do we have on, I think, half of our team? Electric moves. Goodbye. The other part of it is Stealth Rockers absolutely screwed this thing in. It's also the critical hit was just excessive at that point. But with that, the giant angry noodle goes down. How annoying. Takes one to no one. Takes one to no one. I lost. I need to try swimming around for a bit so I can get my head of these feelings. Definitely won't lose next time. Yes, because now my team is stronger and higher leveled. You definitely won't lose against an improved version of my team. But that's all for today. I'll see you guys next time. It's Roggenrola. And we'll take down many of the other gym leaders. I might alternate between doing things as there are some other things that you can do right now. Thank you for ruining my outro, Pikachu. Thank you for ruining the outro.